What's up, guys? It's conspiracy time. A lot of you guys will probably know I'm a huge conspiracy junkie. I don't believe in too many of them, but I think they're really interesting, and I think they're important. I think conspiracy theorists and these wacko nut jobs that people like to call them, I think they're very important, because these types of people that come up with these things and make and figure these things out, they're a little bit obsessed. But these are the people we need to have people like this around, because normal people wouldn't come to these kind of conclusions and figure things out like this. So I think they're important, and I think the idea of people getting really mad and be like, you have no respect for the victims, fuck conspiracy theorists, disrespectful, fucking whatever. I really hate that. I really hate when people act like that and their mind isn't open to everything. My mind's open to everything. I understand that some of these conspiracies, a lot of these conspiracies, are false conclusions. People come to these like, people think this is what really happened, and it makes sense for that to happen, but it's not, you know, I don't know, I like to call it a false conclusion. Not all these conspiracies are right just because they seem like they could be right. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, I wrote down a bunch of crazy stuff that over the past few days I've just been writing stuff down that people have been sending me. A lot of my subscribers are into this kind of stuff too. So, the one conspiracy that I think 2 or 3 people have sent me is the video of the Boston Marathon victims, and wheelchairs are going by, and the EMS, whatever, they're going by, and people are helping the victims. And in one of the shots, the blood moves on the ground. Like, somebody walks by, and there's no longer blood there, and people are saying that the blood was fake, and CGI, and they screwed up or whatever. That one's not one that I believe in, because I have some experience with cameras, and when the camera focuses in and out, you can get some artifacts. And with compression, I have a lot of experience with video, so I understand that there's a lot of crazy shit that can happen in video, especially with low resolution video, like the one that was seen in that clip right there. When things get compressed and resized, there's lots of crazy stuff that can go on. So I don't really believe in that. I don't really believe that the thing was fake. Like, there's some people that think like the whole thing is just like CGI and totally fake and no one died. I don't think they could pull that off. There's so many people sitting there watching the thing. There's no way that they could there's no way they could do that, in my opinion. So that one is a no-go for me. The similar looking people. This one's one that's sort of interesting. So there's some people from the police officers in the Sandy. I'll put the picture up on the screen right now. The police officers in the Sandy Hook thing, they look really similar. Now I don't like conspiracies like this, because your brain, when you're looking for similarities, your brain will put it together even if it's not there. Like, if you're like, a perfect example of this is the dogs that say "I love you" on YouTube, the huskies that go "woo, woo, woo, woo," and the people put "I love you" at the bottom, and your brain will make that sound like "I love you," even though if that caption wasn't there and that idea wasn't in your head, you would just think it's a fucking husky going "woo, woo, woo," not saying "I love you." So it is interesting, because they do look really fucking similar. Those two people look really similar, and that's kind of a little weird for me. But yeah, that one's interesting for me. Now this one's just creepy. I'm not a big fan of like the numbers conspiracies, but this one's fucking interesting. So, okay, the Boston Marathon was 26 miles long. 26 people died at Sandy Hook. The last mile of the Boston Marathon was dedicated to the victims of Sandy Hook. The 26th mile was where the bomb went off. The Sandy Hook victims were at the finish line on the 26th mile, and the finish line ended at 666 Boylston Street. So a lot of number symbolism right there. That's just creepy. Another thing, the Family Guy episode with the Boston Marathon and the cell phone, the edited clip on YouTube, from what I understand, that is from the same episode, but it didn't go in that order. It wasn't like, how'd you win the Boston Marathon, and then the cell phone scene. It was in the same episode, from what I understand, but at different points in the episode, like a few minutes later, whatever. But interesting. You know, it's kind of like The Simpsons with 9/11 with a $9 magazine, which was like, well, why is the magazine $9? And it's got the Twin Towers in the background, and it looks like 9/11. It's interesting. All that stuff is really weird. That, along with the Sandy Hook Batman shooting, where they point to Sandy Hook on the map, all that, like, almost incidental symbolism, I can't quite believe it, because why? What's their motivation to do that? What's the motivation to be like, ha, we'll let you know that we're... I don't get it. I don't know why. You'd think they would not want that to happen, right? And somebody said in one of my YouTube comments that it's part of the psyche, like numbers, or I don't know. That stuff is interesting. That's where I'm getting at. It's weird. So now to get on to the stuff that is sort of compelling, or at least for me. So there was a post on 4chan right after the bombing went off, right after, saying, I work for some security firm. So I'm paraphrasing. I'm probably saying this wrong. But basically, the guy said he's got inside knowledge, and he said they're going to try to frame it on a 20-year-old male, and this whole operation is just to take away people's rights. He said they're going to try to frame it on a 20-year-old white male who's unstable, and that they're going to try to ban gunpowder. Now, this is really fucking interesting, especially since today, the suspect, 19-year-old white male, and there's legislation proposed to ban gunpowder. That's really crazy. That's a little crazy for me. That coupled along with the fact that when that particular link on Reddit linking to that 4chan screenshot, when that link started getting popular on Reddit, Reddit got DDoSed. And Reddit has been sort of weird over the past few days. And this could be multiple things. When I was on CNN, I don't know why I was on CNN, but I was on CNN looking up some of the news stories regarding the Texas thing, and a lot of people are saying, like, CNN is slow. Everyone just go to Reddit instead. Reddit's got the information way faster. So maybe CNN was just like, fuck these Reddit motherfuckers. Let's just DDoS them. Because, you know, Reddit was beating everybody to the buck. Reddit's been first on a lot of the stuff regarding, you know, over the past few days, all the crazy stuff that's been in the news. So, I don't know. Reddit getting DDoSed along with the 4chan post getting really, really popular. That's interesting. That's really interesting. The last thing, and probably the most fishy thing that I saw was of the Boston, I don't know if it was the Boston Police Department or the FBI. They were doing a press conference talking about the suspects and how they've got pictures of the suspect, and once they said, like, these are the pictures of the suspect, they say these are the only pictures that people should use to identify the suspects. No other pictures will be looked at. They basically said that these are the only pictures you should look at. These are the only people you should look at, and nothing else will be accepted. They pretty much said that, and that sounds really, really bad. Like, that sounds really bullshitty. Why would they only want those pictures and not the other ones? Like, they really did say that. Like, these are the only pictures that you should look at. That's fucking weird. That you gotta admit, that's crazy. Why? I can't logically, I can't put that together. Why, if someone came forward with other pictures that might be better than those low resolution pictures, that's just weird. You know, and a lot of the pictures you look at, they look fishy. It doesn't, I don't know, man. It's crazy. So, I'm a big conspiracy junkie. The last two things I mentioned with 4chan post and Reddit getting DDoSed and the press conference saying those are the only pictures you should look at, those seem weird to me. The numbers, the fake blood, the fake whatever, I'm not really into those conspiracies because, you know, I don't know. So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm sure there's going to be some more crazy conspiracies popping up, but yeah, so don't take this video the wrong way. I'm still open to everything. That's my main message in this video, is to stay open to everything. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a rambling video, and I will see you guys next time. Especially in the past, like, 2 to 3 years, and it keeps happening more and more frequently. And so frequently that I can't honestly say, oh, it's because news reporting has gotten so good. No!